Good evening everybody, I'm John and welcome back to my channel. Now tonight I'm doing a bit of a double dip here. First of all, I'd just like to say that I did actually do a video before I recorded this one, but it didn't turn out too well, and I can't be bothered doing two separate videos for the two hauls that I've done, so I'm just going to do them both at the same time. So the first one I've got for you, which is something that came to me shortly after the first video that I did, and that was Romeo and Juliet, written by James Gunn and directed by Lloyd Kaufman. Really interesting film. I'm looking forward to seeing this. If you've seen this film, leave a comment down below and let me know what it's like. Let me know what you think of it anyway. The next one again is another blind buy, again another James Gunn written film, but this one has been directed by Greg McLean, which you might know from the Wolf Creek movie and TV series, The Belko Experiment. Like I say, blind buy, don't know what it's like. I'm going to watch it fairly soon, so if you're if you've seen it, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of it. Be really interested to see The next one is a film from 1971, I believe, and this is called Colossus. Now this again is another blind buy. I've not seen this before. It seems like it's about a bit of a situation that a team of researchers get themselves into after developing a supercomputer. I don't really want to see any more than that, but that's what it seems like it's about. It's kind of like another I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think, but I'm going to give it a really good go. If any of you have actually seen this, that's Colossus again, everybody. If you've seen that, really, I'm really intrigued about this. If you want to leave a comment, by all means, because I might have already seen your comment before I've gotten around to watching it, so I'm looking forward to that one. The next one I've got is the Steelbook edition. Now bear with me on this one, guys. This is the Steelbook edition of The Phantom Menace. There's a reason why I've bought this. I'm interested in getting all of the prequels and the original trilogy on the Steelbook edition. I've already got like The Force Awakens and Rogue One. I can't wait for The Last Jedi to come out. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan in the world. I'm more of a Star Trek fan than I am Star Wars, and I'll be talking about that in later videos. So yeah, the plan is to get all 6 Steelbook editions of the Star Wars franchise. Next one, again, I've got another two James Gunn films, and these were actually like probably, I think if I remember correctly, the 2 of the first movies that he actually went into the directing seat for, which was Slither, which I absolutely love. This is a great black comedy. I absolutely love this film. It stars Michael Rooker, Nathan Fillion and Elizabeth Banks. Yeah, I struggle with some people's names for this, but yeah, it's still sealed. I have not even opened it to watch it yet, but I will get around to watching. I've got quite a pile of unwatched movies to get through, so I've got quite a pile of unwatched movies to get through, but I'll probably put that on the top of the list. And the next one is Super, which I believe is James Gunn's second feature film as a director. This is another film that I really like. I've not come across another movie like this. I have, Kick-Ass, it's pretty much the same premise, only Kick-Ass is a bit more, is came a lot later than Super did. I think it was something like maybe 5 years or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, it's really, really, really cool film. It stars Kevin Bacon, it's got Ellen Page, Liv Tyler and Rainn Wilson in the starring role. I'm a big Rainn Wilson fan. Not Rainn Wilson. Rainn Wilson. Yeah, Rainn Wilson. The next one I have for you guys is a film from again from another one from 1971, which is Michael Crichton's movie. The movie adaptation of Michael Crichton's The Andromeda Strain. This is a really, really interesting movie, guys. If you haven't seen this, I highly recommend it. It's the premise of the film is basically a virus and there's a team of people that are fighting. That are up against the clock to make sure it doesn't spread out of the local town that it's hit. Basically, that's more or less the film, but it's so good. It might be a little bit boring to some that aren't into sort of like more drama, science fiction films, but seriously, guys, that is really, really worth a watch. The next one I've got from the pile I've got is a film I think from 1995, 96. The Relic with Tom Sizemore and Penelope Ann Miller. This is a great monster film. For those who haven't seen this, it's basically about a mythical beast that actually magically it's basically about a mythical South American beast that terrorises a museum. I don't really want to give anything more away because there's a little bit more to the story than just a mythical beast that runs around in the museum. So it's worth watching if you want. And for Tom Sizemore, not one of his best, but still one for those who are fans of his. So now we're going to go on to the pile that I got today on my haul, and I'm going to start with the movies that I got from HMV, and these are complete blind buys. I've not seen these. I've got one here which I've never heard of this. If anybody's actually has heard of this and seen it, please let me know what it's like. It's got Ewan McGregor, Stellan Skarsgård, Damian Lewis, and Naomi Harris. From if I remember correctly, she was in was it one of the recent Bond films with oh dear, it's gone. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. So the film is called Our Kind of Trailer. Now, I'm kind of guessing that this is kind of on a similar line to Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, which I really, really, really like. I love the original film. I love the remake with Gary Oldman. And it is actually based on a John le Carre novel anyway, who was the writer of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. So yes, this is going to be very similar to that. But I'm really interested in watching this. The next one I've picked up is something that I saw trailers for on YouTube itself. And it looks like such a good feel-good film, funny, and also it's a period film, and this one is Victoria and Abdul. Now I'm guessing that this is basically about like the last few years the Queen Victoria reigned as queen, and this guy Abdul, played by Ali Fazal, has come over as a servant to the Queen, and they form an unexpected friendship between each other, and that's basically the story of the film. But I haven't seen it, but I'm so looking forward to this. I love Judi Dench; she's so good. I mean, the films that she's done, you can only pick out Bond as the standout ones from the top of my head, but some of the films that she's done are just absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love the woman to bits. She's amazing to watch on screen. And the next one I've got is a more recent one. A lot of you will probably already have seen this. It's a different kind of. I've not seen this artwork up until now, actually, for this one. It is a very recent one. If you guys have seen this artwork, then you know, so be it. This is the Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem mother. I saw this advertised again, another one that I saw advertised on YouTube. That absolutely took my breath away. I thought, I've got to go and see this, but I missed my chance of seeing it at the cinema. So yeah, if you've seen this, guys, let me know what it's like down below. Give me your thoughts, and that would be awesome. Now the next one I've got is probably quite a favourite of mine. I've just learned recently that this film was inspired by an Alfred Hitchcock film, and Rear Window, and that is Disturbia. Now I remember watching this years ago when it first came to DVD. I bought it on DVD, and I loved it. I thought it was great. Shia LaBeouf, brilliant. David Morse, even better. I don't remember who else was in this, so I'm just going to have a quick look. So, Carrie Ann Moss, that's who it was. Shia LaBeouf's character's mum was in this. So yeah, like I say, I love this film. I'm so glad that I've now got it on Blu-ray. I've been looking for it for quite some time, and I was surprised to see it. It was the first thing I picked up out of the list. Out of what I picked up, it was the first thing that really jumped into my hand. Now the next one, again, is a blind buy, but I've heard so much. I've heard so much good things about this film, and I've been quite apprehensive because I'm not really into zombie films. But I'm going to bite the bullet. Train to Busan. Now, if anybody's seen this, let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you think of this one in the comments down below. I'm really looking forward to this. Like I say, I've heard so many good things about this. I'm not a zombie film person, but I'm willing to give this a go as long as people are raving about things. So yeah, that is Train to Busan. The next one I got, we've got a film from a film I've never heard of. It's a Catherine Bigelow film, which I'm really quite interested in because I liked her. I liked most of her films, not so much the original Point Break, because I'm not a huge Keanu Reeves fan. I loved him in the Bill and Ted films, no problem, but The Day the Earth Stood Still and the first Matrix was fine, but the other two were just absolute gosh, I couldn't stand them. But yeah, Catherine Bigelow, it was responsible for like The Hurt Locker and, like I say, Point Break, and this is Near Dark. Now this is this is a film obviously I've never heard of, so I've not even seen it. It's a blind, so again a blind buy. So if any of you guys have seen this, leave me some info and let me know what it's like, or let me know what you think of it. Really. So yeah, that would be awesome. Now the next one, I was quite apprehensive of buying. I'm quite apprehensive of buying this. Not so much for what they are. I love the films, but I'm just not sure about the artwork at all. And I wish I could wait for it to come out with different artwork, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to. And that is the Planet of the Apes trilogy. Now, this is one series of films that I absolutely love. This is probably one of my favourite trilogies yet in recent years. The first one absolutely blew me away. I mean, that scene of Caesar on galloping over the Golden Gate Bridge in the fog on horseback just completely finished me. Just completely finished me. It was one of those iconic scenes that you just cannot forget. So yeah, it's a Planet of the Apes trilogy. That's absolutely fantastic. Now, the next one is another nature one. I'm a sucker for I'm a bit of a sucker for nature programs. Now this one is actually quite an old one. This is 6 years old. Now I actually saw this when it came onto the BBC over here in England, and I only really caught so many of the episodes. So I'm so glad that I actually own this now, because I'm going to start watching this as of tomorrow, and that is the Frozen Planet series. If you can see that, yeah, that is the Frozen Planet series. Like I say, I only caught like a couple of episodes. I couldn't watch it all because it was on at a time when I was at work. So yeah, that's just about everything really. However, I do have a special mention for one DVD that I loaned off a friend of mine. Now this particular one, I kind of recommend but don't. It depends on what your level of humour is like and what type of humour you like. If you're one of those people that doesn't like sexist jokes or stuff on racism or whatever, I do not recommend you going out looking for this to buy. Or I mean, if it comes out on Netflix or any of the other streaming services, so be it. Give it a go. If you don't like it, just turn it off. But this is probably one of the crudest stand-up comedians there is out there at the moment. Is British and rude, and that is he is Roy Chubby Brown, and that is the second coming. Now, he hasn't done too many tours in recent years. The last tour that I know about was back in 2006. No, I haven't. Like I said, I've not heard anything from him since. For all of you guys who know which tours he's done, probably the best ones you could possibly get is the Helmet Rides Again, or some of the others. I can't remember what they are, but he's one of Britain's best loved comedians out there, but not exactly one of the cleanest. So I'll let you mull over that. I'll let you have a think about that one, and I'll show you this one again just in case you can't remember it. That is Roy Chubby Brown, the second coming, and it does actually come with a label on the back. I will just See if it's there. If you can see that, that little bit just below there, it says warning. If easily offended, stay away. And that's it for this evening, guys. So thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.